Faithful risk. The key to triumph. Certainty is not always the path to success. Sometimes, it's a courageous leap into the unknown. Ethan Brooks was born in a small rural town in northern England. His father worked as a mechanic, his mother managed the home, and everyone expected Ethan to follow a safe, reliable path, become an electrician, maybe join the family business. But Ethan had other dreams. From an early age, he sketched clothing designs in the margins of his notebooks. He altered his old shirts into modern styles. He watched runway shows on YouTube late into the night, mesmerized by the creativity and expression of fashion. Still, he never told anyone, because where he came from, dreaming too big was seen as being foolish. After finishing school, Ethan faced a choice: follow his father's advice, attend trade school, and live a safe, stable life in town, or chase the fire in his heart, move to London and study fashion design. Despite having no connections, no money, and no clear guarantee of success, his mother wept quietly when he told her his decision. His father shook his head in silence and handed him a set of tools, just in case. But Ethan was done living safely. He looked at his trembling hands as he boarded the train and whispered, "Greater than I'd rather fail trying than die wondering." London welcomed Ethan with cold wine and closed doors. No flat, he had to sleep on a friend's couch. No job, he cleaned cafes at night to pay for groceries. No design experience. His classmates had portfolios, contacts, and money. He often skipped meals to buy thread and fabric scraps. He drew designs on napkins between shifts. Some days, he wanted to give up, but every night before sleeping, he told himself, greater than faith isn't knowing the outcome, it's choosing to step anyway. One day, the prestigious Young Designers Showcase opened entries for new talent. It was a chance of a lifetime, but to enter, you needed a brand, a team of models, a sponsor, a polished collection. Ethan had none of that. Only his sketches, his hands, and his heart. His classmates laughed. "That's cute, but this competition isn't for amateurs. You'll embarrass yourself. Just wait until next year." But Ethan smiled and said, "Greater than if I wait for the perfect moment, I'll spend my life waiting." And he entered. Ethan sewed each piece of clothing by hand. He asked neighbors and cafe regulars to model. His designs were inspired by working-class strength: denim, wool, leather, with bold cuts and unexpected flair. On the day of the show, other designers had brands, PR teams, lights, and logos. Ethan had a suitcase and a heartbeat. When his models stepped onto the runway, the crowd went silent. His collection wasn't flashy. It was real. It told a story. It carried soul, grit, truth. The judges leaned forward. The audience felt something stir. When the results were announced, no one expected it. The winner of the 2026 Young Designers Showcase, Ethan Brooks. Ethan froze. The announcer smiled. Sometimes, we don't need perfection. We need honesty. We need courage. Ethan gave us that. Tears blurred Ethan's vision. It wasn't just a trophy. It was a confirmation. Greater than I took the risk. And it was worth it. Ethan launched his brand, Soulwear. His designs told stories of everyday strength, of silent struggles, of untold dreams. He held free workshops for young artists from disadvantaged communities. He spoke at schools, not about fashion, but about faith. "I didn't win because I had money. I won because I believed before I saw." Don't wait for permission to chase your dream. Give it to yourself. His name spread across magazines, but he stayed grounded. Every season, he'd return to his hometown. He walked through the same fields where he once felt trapped, now free. Conclusion: the risk that led to flight. Ethan's story isn't just about clothes or fame. It's about choosing the heart's voice over the world's nose. You don't need certainty to begin. You need faith to try. Risk isn't reckless. Risk is trust in action. Success doesn't start with strategy. It starts with a decision. I will go, even if I'm afraid. Because sometimes, the greatest victories belong to those who had nothing but courage and still dared to take the first step.